So you're a business and you're using YouTube, but you don't know what numbers to track. You're tracking views. What happens? Is that the right thing to track? We're going to tell you about it coming up. Hey, this is Dane Golden from Hey.com, and we help business owners and marketers just like you learn about YouTube. So please subscribe so you can see all the great videos and click that notification bell. I'm here with Renee Teeley. Hello, Renee.
Hello.
And we're here in an elevator. We'll see what happens. And we're talking about what types of conversion you need to track in the up and down of business. So is it views? Should a business be tracking views, or do they have other metrics?
So sometimes it's views, but there's lots of other metrics that you can track as well. And I think the most important thing is that you really figure out what is the goal of your video and figure out what does success look like for that video. So if your goal is brand awareness, then maybe views are the most important thing. But if your goal is something like to get people to sign up for a trial of your product, then views are not the most important thing.
Right.
And if you have a video that gets just massive amounts of views, but no one signs up for the trial, it was an unsuccessful video.
Go on.
Really, that most important thing is, figuring out what those goals are and figuring out what does success look like for that. And I think one of the big things that people make on, when it comes to video marketing, is they try to use one video to do everything.
Right.
They try to take someone all the way from not knowing who you are, all the way to making a purchase, and they forget that it's a process. You need to build up that relationship with your audience. And so maybe your starting point is YouTube and brand awareness, and what you're tracking is views. But then you make some type of offer.
Right. So let's track that. So it's really part of a funnel, right? YouTube is part of a funnel. And where does it fit in a business funnel?
Yeah, so I like to think of it as the customer journey, and on the other side of the customer journey is your marketing journey. So you as a marketer or as a salesperson, you go through a process, but your customer is going through a journey too. And that really starts with brand awareness. So it's awareness, consideration, and conversion.
So they click from the video. How much should they click from the video?
How much should they? Well, as much as possible. Is
right,
really
but how much should we expect?
Yeah, so it depends on your type of business.
Yeah.
And
come on in, we're just shooting a video.
If you are, for example, an enterprise company, and the sale that you have is high touch, requires a salesperson, it's an expensive product, usually it's a longer life cycle with that. So it's not going to be 100%. It's not going to be 100%. If it is 100%, kudos to you, and you should be on the other side of the
But you should not be tracking cost per view. You should be tracking another number.
Yeah, so you really should think about what is the lifetime value of
Come on
your
in, we're
customer.
just shooting a video.
The lifetime value of your customer, and then figure out what is that journey that your customer takes, and the appropriate videos that you need to help build up that process.
Okay,
and really tracking success along the way. So there's a success metric for every single video that you're serving to them in some way. Right.
So it starts. So you've brought them in because you've answered a question. Then they've clicked on another YouTube video. Then some percentage click on your website, and then what happens?
They click on your website, and then you can use some type of nurture content for them. So that means that they click on your website, you offer something of value, give them your email address, and as they give you their email address, you can start emailing them videos that's helpful in some way. And so maybe that next video is to get them to sign up for a trial of your product, and that's usually in the consideration stage of the funnel, of the customer journey. And after they sign up for a product trial, then there's lots of other things you can do at that point to convert them from a product trial sign up to converting into a paid customer. And it might be different for your business, what's most effective, and so you need to test that. Sometimes it might be a customer testimonial of a similar type of company that got amazing results.
So YouTube is really potentially an integral part of a funnel, whether you're an enterprise company or a B2C company.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of kind of B2B companies don't really understand the value of YouTube at this point. But there's tremendous value in terms of reaching your audience, gaining a new audience, brand awareness, educating your audience, all sorts of things that you can do on YouTube, but then also using it as part of the actual process and getting to like build up that relationship with your customers.
And people in B2B, they want to solve problems and they're searching, right? And if you can own the search, even if it's a small number of views, that might mean big dollars.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're working at a large enterprise company, a customer might be worth $100,000 or more to you.
Right. So like the number of dollars that come in could be quite a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you just get one customer or one person to convert into a paying customer, that can be huge for your business.
Right.
And obviously there's
so
some
looking at
return
it
on
and
that
saying,
investment.
darn, this video only got 100 views. Those 100 views may be worth $100,000 eventually. They may lead you into. So YouTube actually can be valuable for B2B, and then B2C, you're looking at a different product. It might be a $20 product, so your whole conversion value might have to be a different math.
Yeah, so if you're selling something that's kind of on the lower end of the price point, then obviously you need more customers, more people to convert to paying customers to actually make that video worth it. But if you're a larger company and you have a high price point product, then just one customer might make that worth it.
And how can people find you?
Yeah, great question. So I have a company called Video Explained. So you can go to videoexplained.com or look for Renee Teeley on LinkedIn.
And check out this next video. Come on in. Check out this next video, right, Renee? Could you point here? Check out this next video, subscribe. You do that, and you'll be golden.